one of the producers at Plays and Place, and I'm here to tell you about an amazing new project that we're developing about this cyclist from the 1890s named Kittie Knox. She had a black father from Philadelphia and a white mother from Maine, and she grew up in Boston and Cambridge. Kittie Knox was a skilled designer. She had an artistic eye when it came to putting together a new riding outfit or a new gown, and she was a phenomenal dancer with enough grace to have everyone watching her on the dance floor. But Kittie Knox had an even stronger passion: cycling. In the 1890s, the craze for cycling exploded as safety bikes replaced the big wheels and the tricycles. Kittie Knox liked to ride, and she rode really fast. She would ride with the black clubs like Riverside or the white clubs, even though she faced opposition. And she did not like riding in long skirts, but instead wore bloomers or knickerbockers. Kittie Knox was a rebel. The Southern papers labeled her the murky goddess of Beanville and much worse. In 1895, Kittie Knox went to the national gathering of the League of American Wheelmen in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Some tried to exclude her because of the color of her skin. She stayed and rode anyway, with many cyclists riding alongside her. The 1890s were a difficult time for people of color in America. It was the decade of the Geary Act, restricting Chinese immigration, the Wounded Knee Massacre. Lynchings continued in the South. The Supreme Court issued its ruling in Plessy versus Ferguson, legalizing racial segregation. Women were still fighting for the right to vote, and would continue that fight for 2 more decades before they would receive those rights. Plays and Place and MassBike are teaming up together to create a series of plays about Kittie Knox and her vibrant life. We'll initially produce these plays outdoors, taking place at sites all over Greater Boston. We're hoping that we can get people to engage with Kittie, her friends, her opponents, and an often overlooked time period in our history. After the first production, we'll be publishing these plays so they can be produced anywhere, indoors or outdoors. We want them performed by cycle clubs, small theaters, and colleges nationwide. We want to introduce people to this bicycling barrier breaker. Plays and Place is a theater company that produces new work in collaboration with museums and cultural institutions. We explored challenging subjects like race, slavery, the fight for women's suffrage, the American identity, spotted salamanders, and quantum entanglement. MassBike is a statewide organization that advocates for policies that encourage and support community wellness, equity, inclusion, enable sustainable growth, drive economic vitality, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The Kittie Knox plays are ready to ride. We've received funding to begin the research and writing of the scripts. Now we need the rest of the money to produce these plays and publish them. We hope that you'll consider supporting this project and helping us bring the story of Kittie Knox to life in a way that is fun and lively and unforgettable.